Okay, so what I want to do is show you how to evaluate for our 6 trigonometric functions when we're given an angle like t equals negative 5 pi over 4. So the first thing we need to do is determine what is our coordinate point at t equals negative 5 pi over 4, because all we need to do once we know our coordinate point to evaluate the 6 trigonometric functions, all we got to do is evaluate them as their coordinate point, as we'll talk about here in just a little bit. So first thing I need to do, I need to look at my unit circle and determine where is negative 5 pi over 4. Remember, going in the counterclockwise direction is going to be a positive angle, is going to be a positive direction. Since we have a negative angle, I'm going to be going in now the negative direction. And remember, the first thing I always like to look at is halfway around a circle from 0, our initial side, to halfway around is pi radians. So since we're dealing with it in force, I would say halfway around the circle would be negative 4 over 4. So if I want to go one more fourth up, this would be negative 5 pi over 4. Right? 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, 8 pi over 4 would complete 2 radians in the negative direction. Or I'm sorry, full revolution, 2 pi radians as a full revolution in the negative direction. And you can see this is breaking up into fourths. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which is just pi, and then that would be your negative 5/4. So now I need to determine what that point is. Now remember, since my denominator to my fourth, that you can see that's going to be a direct full reflection of my angle pi over 4. And the point at pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2, comma, square root of 2 over 2. So if I reflect that over my y-axis, I know that now my y value is still going to be positive. However, my x value is now going to be negative. So negative 5 pi over 4 correlates to the point negative square root of 2 over 2, comma, square root of 2 over 2. The only thing now that's negative from the first to the second quadrant is your x value. So remember, let's go and evaluate these real quick. The sine, remember, correlates to your y value. So that's going to be square root of 2 over 2. The cosine is going to evaluate to my x value, which would be a negative square root of 2 over 2. And tangent is going to correlate to the y over the x, which would be square root of 2 over 2 divided by a negative square root of 2 over 2. I know it looks crazy right now, but just follow me and we'll stay with it. So the cosecant, remember, is the reciprocal. And we could go through the 1 divided by that if you want to. But if you just look at this, what's the reciprocal of square root of 2 over 2? Well, that's going to be 2 over square root of 2. What's the reciprocal of negative square root of 2 over 2? That's going to be 2 over negative square root of 2. Doesn't really matter where your negative sign goes through. And then let's get to this here in a second. So the next thing we want to do is simplify these if possible. Square root of 2 over 2, good. 2 divided by square root of 2, we cannot divide by our square root of 2, so I'm going to rationalize the denominator, and I get 2 times square root of 2 over 2. Those cancel out. I'm just left with the square root of 2. Over here, I have to do the same thing. However, we'll notice that it's going to be the exact same process, except now it's going to be negative. So my answer is going to be, I'll just save myself some trouble and just say it's going to be negative square root of 2. Because it's the exact same problem, just one's positive and one's negative. Over here, for cosine, we're good. Now here, this looks crazy. Square root of 2 divided by 2 divided by negative square root of 2 over 2. But what you notice is it's the exact same numbers, right? One's positive and one negative. So this just goes to negative 1. Anytime you divide the same number divided by the same number, you're going to get 1. It just happens as one of them is negative and they look really crazy. So if I know that tangent is negative 1, what's now the reciprocal of negative 1? Negative 1. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you evaluate for the angle t equals negative 5 pi over 4. I hope you enjoyed.